Okay, welcome to the stream. Well, we're gonna be back at it with Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine. The only thing is I forgot to boot it up beforehand, so gotta do that real quick. Give me a sec, and we'll go ahead and get this launched in just a second. Ah, there it is. This game has no, like, title menu. It's kind of weird. Instead, we get just, like, some... I don't know. It's strange. But most everything seems to work outside of that. The only boost game up is I need to start it and then I need to launch Joy to Key, because otherwise it's gonna be a weird situation. Let's see, let's make sure everything's looking good here. Okay. We'll do this. Look, he's gonna jump for a second. Okay, alright. I'm just making sure that the audio's getting picked up and everything, so seems like we're doing okay. Alright, so last time we played this game, what happened? We were in some sort of ice. We were like up in the mountains somewhere, doing some hijinks around there. Whoops. Got a piece of the Infernal Machine, used it to defeat some form of ice creature, so that was pretty exciting. And then an old monk woman opened up a door that led to this tropical resort island. So I guess we're looking and seeing what's going to be happening here. Didn't investigate too much to see what was going on, but it looked interesting. Also, the stream is lagging behind, at least on my end. I don't know. Okay, hold up. Delicately put the hat back on. I was going to say, I don't know what the situation is with the sharks. Didn't we shoot one last time? Regardless, it feels like it's a little bit dangerous to just kind of like jump on in here. Yeah, see? Oh wait, it's coming ashore. Gotta watch out. Yeah, I'm not too confident about hopping in with these sharks, but it doesn't look like it could go anywhere else, so... I don't know. Alright. Faster, Dr. Jones. What was it to... Oh, you're right. Okay. You needed to use the crawl button to go under the water. Sorry. After, like, playing Tomb Raider, it's really interesting coming back to this game, because the controls are similar enough where I think it's going to be the same, especially since I mapped out the controller to be pretty much just like Tomb Raider. But there's slight little differences. Some actions require different tuning in order to actually get working. Hey, we actually killed it. Very hesitant to shoot a wolf, but Komodo dragons, or whatever the hell that was, sharks, barracudas, it's all fair game. Okay. This looks interesting. Can we... Oh, yeah. Oh, never mind. I think I questioned that before, and I was disappointed back then, just as I am now. You can't hold the gun and the lighter at the same time, so slightly unfortunate. Yeah, something's in there, but I can't just light the web on fire? Let's see. Oh, wait, that's movement controls. Can I shoot the web? I guess not. Alright. Well, I'll figure something out, I guess. So either there's something else around the corner here, or... I guess it's possible there could be something in the water. I'll go check it out in a sec. I do want to see what's around this corner, though. You know what? I wonder if the rifle would work a little better. I mean, it's got the range. It's just a matter of hitting the damn thing, but... Oh, God. Hey! There's some kind of like Japanese fighter jet. So it's a Zero. I don't think I could do anything with it, but it's interesting. One of the lightest fighter jets of its time. Japanese were really taking it to the Americans with them Zeros because of how light it was. They could just outmaneuver them, fly circles around the opposition. But eventually, the Americans started coming up with some lighter designs, starting to match them a little bit. And we all know who won that war. Wait. Oh, come on. How am I not hitting this goddamn shark? Or am I hitting it and it just takes that much damage? I feel like I shot one with a pistol before we ended the stream last time and ended up killing it. Alright. Use some medicinal sprigs. I ain't got no clue. It's possible that I could swim my way around that cave, maybe find something on the other side, but we still have multiple sharks to deal with, so that's no good. Oh. It's a little closer than I thought. I don't think this is working. You know what? Okay, we haven't made much progress anyway, so I'm just gonna, like, swim down here and see if I see anything, and then if I die, I die. We'll reload, and at least we'll know what to do. Oh, hey. Look at that. Never was a big fan of adventure games and water with sharks. I seem to recall that being in Tomb Raider at some point. I disliked it then just as much as I dislike this. Oops. No? There you go. Okay. I just We had to get it in just the right spot.
Look what I found. An idol.
Golden idols are nothing to scoff at. Doesn't look like there's anything else here, unfortunately. Let's see. Thought I'd investigate that a little closer, but I don't see anything going on with them bones. It's really dark in here. And unlike Tomb Raider, the only thing we use to light up anything is going to be the lighter itself. We don't have a flare that could work underwater. At least not to my knowledge. Yeah, this ain't working out. Oh, we can't swim any further. Oh, that sucks. Well, we found a secret. I don't know if it was worth it. Probably not. I'm just surprised I can't kill these sharks. And slightly irritated. Let's see. I'm going to take the... Man, I'm running out of ammunition with this deal. Ah. Yeah, I had to give this deal a second look. Wait. What does this do? Nothing? He keeps pulling it out. Come on, Indy, do something. Oh, God. Yeah, it's all unavailable. I was thinking, like, okay, so what does this thing have that I could potentially use? The propeller made sense. Maybe I could use it to cut down the webs or something like that, but he's not doing anything additional with it, is the only problem. He pulls it out a little, and then that seems to be it. I don't know if I could interact with it anymore. I mean, turning it on would seem stupid, but I don't know. I was trying to see if I could do anything inside the cockpit, but that doesn't seem to be doing anything either. Let's see. Maybe if I tap it, like, a lot. Alright. I don't think we're going to be getting anything out of that. Without something else, maybe. Let's go over here and see if we can see anything. Not even sure what kind of fish that's supposed to be. Looks like a lionfish. Well, we got some tikis here. That's interesting. I'm just constantly tapping around them to see if anything will happen, but... no, nothing's going on. What about the mines? What happens if I touch the mines? Oh, okay. Oh. One wasn't enough, but two, that's too many. Let's just restart the chapter. We haven't even done anything. Oh, but wait. That's right, there was a cutscene beforehand.
Ah, paradise on Earth. Hard to believe anyone living here would sign up for the troubles of civilization, unless somebody or something lured them into it.
Well, you never know. I didn't notice that, I thought he came from here. I didn't notice that there was a cave back there, so maybe there's something here we can interact with.
Something's in there.
Again, I feel like this shouldn't be a problem. Just burn it up, Indiana. Come on. Okay. I don't have much of anything right now. The crab, yeah, that. No. Looks like maybe we can use the pincers to snap up the web. Okay, I'm gonna take a look over at the other island or the other side real quick. I'm also gonna see. I hope that's not a glitch. Because if it is, we're screwed. Like, the fact that nothing's happening, my immediate guess would be, okay, we need something else in order to get the propeller off. But then at the same time, I'm thinking, wait, this seems a little complex given the fact that there's nothing else around here.
Now what?
So maybe I could harvest something from the lizard.
Something's in there.
Yeah, it's a damn shame, isn't it? Well, it ain't the crab. We'll jump across the other side here. Alright, let's see. I don't think I'm seeing anything. You can kind of tell where it's blocked off, where you can't go any further, too. Just can't go past that point. I'm sorry, it's shaded. I'm gonna go back over this way. Oh, jeez. It's getting windy outside.
Looks like this place used to be inhabited.
Oh.
And not by cavemen.
What the hell? Okay, usually when you start out, you you go... Oh man, that's kind of stupid. I don't know if I agree with this map making. Usually when you start a level, you go behind the starting point to find, like, secrets. You don't go behind the starting point to, you know, progress through the level. But sure. I don't know. I sure hope it's not poisonous. Doesn't seem to be, though.
What's this? A machete.
Oh, that's what we use to cut through the
Look what I
webbing.
found.
Well, I guess that makes sense.
A medical kit.
Can't get over there, huh? Is there anything else here? Oh, that's just his foot. I'm like, looks like he's holding something else. Okay, well, we got the machete. That seems to be the important thing here, so... Also, does that register? Yeah, as a weapon. Ooh. What's up, Deller? Welcome. How's it going? Did you figure out what was giving Knowles trouble? There we go. Oh, shit. Hold up. correct on the audio stream. Yeah, that's what it sounded like. And that's usually because he friended me a few weeks ago. And, you know, when I'm setting up my stuff or if I'm looking for some background noise, sometimes I'll be on. I'll pop on his stream. But I notice that most of the time when it comes to his stream, yeah, it's like the game audio isn't coming from the actual capture card being sourced through the PC. It's like strictly through his mic. So that's why there was a big delay there.
There's something here.
Uh-oh. I don't like the sound of that. Let's make a little save.
That won't work.
I don't know what you mean, man. What do you mean there's something here? I thought you meant there was like a trap or something. Maybe we can use the part.
That won't work.
Yeah. That's what I'm here for a lot of the times. Just get my tech support classes on. Maybe, hold up. Cut through the vines with some... Not that. Not jumping. There you go. Okay. I was confused for a second. I'm like, why was he trying to hop up on there? Oh, look at that. There's a shovel. Shovel, Indy.
Now what?
The shovel. There you go.
An entrenching tool.
Or a shovel. I mean, you know, either one. More than one delay there. Using headphones, get rid of that echo. Oh, yeah. What the hell do we use here? This? An entrenching tool. Start digging.
Well, well. Look at this.
Oh, okay.
Aha.
Nothing we need. You gotta work on your Indian accent. Hello, this is tech support. How may I help you? Nobody will believe I know what I'm talking about unless you got that Indian accent down. Oh, hey.
Look what I found.
Medicinal sprig.
Medicinal herbs.
All right, whatever. Tomato, tomato. We all got, like, different words for these things. Indiana works on a higher plane with his verbal descriptions. Okay, so at this point, though... Man, that looks suspect. Actually, I wonder... Hey! Alright. Cool.
What's this?
Some kind of diamond. Some kind of diamond-like structure. Yeah. Calls being recorded for quality assurance or future training. I always gotta get that disclosure out of the way first. So, now that we got all this other crap, I wonder... Man, that shark was coming in fast. That's after the call's ended. That's when you take, that's when you ask for the survey. Oh, shit. This ain't working out. Though, can I battle fish with the machete? Yes, I can. Well, very good. don't think any of this other crap works, so. Well, okay. Oh, sure thing, no problem. Let's hope we get it all sorted out. Hopefully he'll be able to get things to a manageable point. But I mean, you know, Noel seems to be doing pretty good for himself with his stream and everything. Could use a little bit of a quality boost. I feel like he could, unless his internet's bad, but he could probably up that, what is it? What does he stream at? Like 360 or something like that? Maybe go for a 480. But otherwise, yeah. Everything's fine. Uh-oh. Ah, shit. Now, we haven't had to use a poison kit in a long time. Actually, I don't think I've used any since probably the first time I encountered him. Okay. He's got an old PC. Oh, yeah. Okay. See, that's kind of what I figured. So in those cases, yeah, it's sort of understandable. Uh-oh. See, now this is one of those cases where it'd be much easier if I was playing the N64 version and or using keyboard controls. Because then I'd be able just to switch to my weapons fairly easily. But when I got this whole rig up with Joy to Key, that's a different story altogether. You gotta start menu hopping.
Whoa.
He needs to upgrade, yeah.
The war was not kind to that ship. Or anyone aboard, I'm guessing.
It's just one of those things. I mean, I need to upgrade, but probably gonna be a while before I can make that happen. So, all things in due time, basically.
A torpedo, and it's still in good shape.
Oh, just take it with us then.
It's an arming device.
Okay. Let's see. Uh-oh. These goddamn sharks, man, I'm telling you. Now this, I mean, this is kind of like right out of Tomb Raider 2. Because if I remember right, in Tomb Raider 2, there is a section where there's a sunken ship and sharks. I mean, I guess, you know, put two and two together. It's not very complicated to come up with that kind of scenario, but I'm pretty sure it's close to this, at the very least. I think in the case of Tomb Raider 2, it was more like a liner, a cruise liner of some sort. It almost looked like the Titanic when you were walking around in there.
What are those totems doing over there?
Where? Over on the other side? Oh, those. Yeah, I noticed those. Well, I noticed them underwater. Okay. I think we'll need to do something to get that. I don't even know what that is. That crane. Need to move that over to some other side. Where's the entrance to this? Oh, here we go.
It's locked.
I don't need a key. You got a machete and a gun. Are all of these locked? What are we looking at here? Is that a box? Oh, there's something in there, though.
Aha. An arming device for a Japanese torpedo.
Oh, God. Well, the pieces are starting to fall into place. The only thing is, what the hell is that going to do? Are we looking to blast a hole in the ship here? Well, that's my only lead so far, so I'm going to go do that. Maybe the key will come later. Oh, God. If I could kill these sharks, or maybe, like, lure them into those mines, I'd be much happier.
This torpedo needs an arming device.
Well, lucky we got one then, yeah? Oh, wait, not that.
I don't think that's the right answer.
Sorry, I was just going off of
I
visually.
need to find
There
a
we go.
better spot. I'll just aim this tin fish over here.
Is that what they called it?
Well, that ought to do it.
So we were looking to blow a hole in the ship. All right. Why even fight it? Oh, we could surface. Cool. Not by much. I'm waiting till like the last second. Though I probably shouldn't, because I haven't saved in a while. I've done a handful of things. But it's like I want to use a full heal, but I don't want to use it if I can still take a little more damage. We got a couple fish on us, though. And I'm running out of air. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yeah, it's just like Tomb Raider. God damn it. Okay, we gotta go a little ways back, but that's okay. I'll try to save a little more frequently. Yeah, that's a long way to go.
Medicinal herbs.
Did I even pick? Oh no, I didn't. Right. I'm trying to get the time frame of when the last save was.
What have we here? An entrenching tool. Well, well, look at this. Aha! An idol.
Okay, the only thing about this is we gotta go back and do a couple of these things. Oh, wait, you didn't pick that up.
Now what?
There we go. Okay. So we know that there was nothing that we could do with the jet, at least not yet anyway, so I'll just move on from that. Just cycle through the magic holster. Oh. Did it not come down yet? There we go.
Whoa. The war was not kind to that ship. Or anyone aboard, I'm guessing.
Okay. I'm gonna make a save here since that is technically a cutscene. What is that? Oh, it's a fish. Whoa, jeez. So there's got to be some rooms in here once we start swimming around, where we can get some pockets of air or something.
Torpedo.
Unless he can acquire some kind of aqua lung, but I doubt that's going to be the case. Oh, I can't jump over that? There we go. Right up on top. Whoa, jeez. Did something pull me? That was weird. Hey, I actually killed it. Nice. Collision detection
A
error.
torpedo, and it's still in good shape.
Oh, not that. Oh, you got a problem with that?
I'll just aim this tin fish over here.
There you go.
Well, that ought to do it.
Hey, there was no debris that time. So many goddamn sharks. Oops. Okay, but you know what? Why don't we actually take the fight to these guys? I can't tell if I killed it or not. I've got like Technicolor water going on here. So... I got too many shark. Now I got too many fish. How do they go down with one hit? I didn't see it before, but it looks like there's actually 2 doors that we could go into. You know what? This is a little dark. It doesn't look that dark on... Well, it doesn't look as dark on stream. It definitely looks dark, but not as dark. But on my end, we need something. Okay. I think that's the way I went. Let's see if the other door has something else to offer. By the time I got through there, it definitely looked like there was something, but I don't know what that something was. Okay. A hammer. There we go. I hope these things don't respawn. That would just be a bigger pain in the ass than we need to deal with. Sorry, if I continued on, I don't think we're going to make it. Too busy fighting with the fish. Actually, you know what? Shoot. I'm going to go back. Right in the center there would be a good opportunity to save. Provided I can actually save under the water, or in the water. Hopefully we can. Wait for the air to fill up. Three, why not? look. Alternate route. Something we didn't see before. Huh. Never mind, that didn't get me anywhere. Yeah, I'm thinking this is probably just going to be a trial and error type deal. Aw. This is a big fat tease. Okay, so I went in here last time. Big, wide open area. Well, there's the key we need. Man, there's no way I can make it through there. There's no, like, spot for air either. I think that's what they're expecting us to do, unless I'm supposed to get some scuba gear somewhere. Shit. I was thinking about it, but it's like there's no point. I'm going to look around a little bit more. I'm going to see if there's something I can interact with. Drumson, welcome to the stream. Controller? Yeah, I'm using the controller. I'm using Joy to Key, though. This is the PC version. And every time I tried to remap the controls to something that made sense on the keyboard, it just crashed. So that ended up not being an option. Oh, you know what? Okay, see, I didn't see that before. That makes more sense then. So we gotta use that key. Now I gotta reload this. Use a controller too. I'll just take F310. I'm just using the Xbox One controller because I've got it all set up with wireless and everything, so I tend not to deviate with that. But yeah, I mean, it works okay with Joy to Key. The only thing is that would make it easier, though, is, you know, if I was using a keyboard, I could switch to items quicker than having to go through the menu each time. But it is what it is. Still Still trying to figure out your bindings for this game. Yeah, I mean, the good thing is that this game is pretty much a Tomb Raider clone, so all I really had to do was kind of take a screenshot of what the controls were, like what they're mapped to by default, and then just say, okay, so if I was playing Tomb Raider, where would this button go, or where would this action be mapped to? And then just I'm able to do it from there. Okay, so I'm gonna do this quick. Really? Yeah, you got the key, bud. What do you mean it's unavailable? So can he not use... I guess he can't use items at all underwater. That sucks. Oh, use the hammer. Well, shit. Oh, god damn it. Did I die? I think I died. Oh, no, I didn't. Good. Well, that was something. But anyway, as far as like the controls go, my equip, unequip item is set to Y. Roll is set to B. Interact is set to A. Jump is set to X. Crawl is set to the left trigger. What else do we got here? The walk button is set to the right trigger. Cycle weapon I just put to the right bumper. And then the lighter I put to the left bumper. And then I use...
What are those totems doing over there?
I use the D-pad as just a secondary analog stick control. Well, it's because sometimes you need a little bit of that precision. But other than that, there ain't much to it. Yeah, I mean, so far it's gotten me through the game. We've been playing, what, like maybe 3 hours, something along those lines. I really haven't had too many issues with the controls. Every once in a while, something funky will happen. I'm thinking, maybe that's Droid a key, but it's nothing that's been debilitating as far as gameplay goes. I would love if I could map the controls out to the keyboard and I could play it like I could play Tomb Raider on the keyboard. That'd be fantastic. But I don't know if you got the same problem I do. Every time I tried to use custom controls, it would just crash the game. I'm like, well, shoot. Played this back when it came out. This level was the furthest you got back then.
Hey.
I still hadn't played this up until this point. I've been liking it so far. What did you play? The N64 version, or did you play it on PC?
What have we here?
I remember seeing it on PC, but the computer I had at the time wouldn't have been able to run it, so...
I can't open it.
Oh, you played it on PC. I would have loved the N64 version, but...
It won't budge.
That just wasn't happening at the time, and it ain't happening now, because... Well, unless I emulate it, but... If I was looking for an N64 copy, man, people are selling those bad boys for like $80 or more. And that just ain't worth it to me. Can he not sidle through there? Man, that looks like he could get through that gap, but... I guess not. Okay, so what did we end up getting? It was just a health kit down there, yeah? I got nothing else that could make that door move, I don't think. Can't do anything with that.
Aha. A crank.
Oh, we could use that for the winch. That crane out there, I think. I saw a little hole. I'm assuming something's got to go in there, right? There we go. Okay, so let's give this a try.
There.
Love watching first playthroughs. That's kind of mostly what I do. Every once in a while, I'll play something that I haven't done before. But yeah, streaming for me has a lot of the time just been, well, it's my normal gameplay time, stuff I haven't done before. Let's see if we could swing. Yeah, we could maybe. Yeah, there we go. We could swing it. Nice. I appreciate that. Thank you.
There's something here.
Probably. Let's get our entrenching tool out.
Well, well, look at this.
Oh, now it makes sense. Well, that doesn't actually make sense, but at least we know why the totems are down there.
Medicinal herbs.
Okay, now we just gotta get back through the shark-infested waters. Is that it then? There's nothing else to do here? Well, we might have to come back. I don't know, it seemed like there's that door over there, and then we got the ship wheel. Seems like there's something that we can do to interact with that, but I ain't got no clue. Also, it's been a little while since we've saved, so might as well do that right now. Alright, well, hopefully we won't end up dying. I remember way back when, because I had a friend that was a diehard Nintendo fan, so he always had the N64, you know, GameCube, Super NES, that kind of stuff. And I had the Super Nintendo, but I didn't have the N64 for a while. I think I've mentioned that a couple times, which was unfortunate, but it is what it is. So, but when I ended up getting one eventually, I remember having it. He had Infernal Machine, but for some reason he wouldn't lend it to me. We used to lend each other games all the time. I'm like, dude, I will give you 3, 4, 5 games, whatever you want to play. they're yours to borrow, but I want to play that Indiana Jones. Wouldn't do it. I don't know if it was just too valuable to him or what. It's not like he didn't trust me, because we swapped all sorts of other games, but I remember that, and then like eventually he got The Thing on PS2. I remember really wanting to play that. I'm like, will you let me borrow that? Nope, can't do it. Never got a reason as to why, but he was sort of irrational like that sometimes. Never got the 64 growing up. You went NES, Sega, Genesis, PC. Thought he went to PC. PC, especially nowadays, has come a long way. I think at the time it was a little harder to get some ports for some games, and usually the ports were drastically different. It used to be a time when ports for PC, and I guess it's still kind of the case, but it used to be a time when ports for PCs were considered inferior to the console counterparts. It wasn't always the case, but I always had a PC growing up, but for the longest time, my family, just because we had somebody that worked for the company, but my family always had Macintosh computers. Wasn't exactly the premier platform for gaming, so I couldn't do a hell of a whole lot with just the Macintosh. It was good with emulation, though. Could emulate all sorts of arcade games on there, which is pretty neat. Oh boy. So what's the deal with this? Whoa. That's a cool shot. Inside a fish mouth, I guess. I'll take a rusty hammer to it. Here, let's see if we can deal with these little bastards. As far as consoles went for me, I went Super NES, PlayStation. PlayStation 2, somebody in the family had the GameCube, so I got to play a little off of that. Boy, and then what the hell was after the PS2? I'm trying to think of what I got. I mean, at some point I ended up getting the N64 in that time period, but I probably got the PlayStation 3 after that. And then around that time I had gotten myself a computer, a laptop. Ran a handful of games off of there, but it wasn't like a powerhouse. Probably after that was when I first built my first desktop. And then it's just kind of been a mixed bag after that. Newer games, a lot of times I'll end up playing off of the PC. Last year when I did that slew of new games, unless it was an exclusive, that was all done all off of the PC. Doom Eternal, what do we have? Resident Evil 3 Remake, stuff like that. Let's see if maybe we could do something here with the jet fighter. Not jet, it's not even a jet fighter. The Zero. Still can't do anything with that. Let's see. Hey, we got it. What the hell do we do with it now? What do they consider? The propeller blade? Alright. Man, I got no clue. He doesn't remark about anything when we come across that door. I'm thinking maybe we could use it as a wedge. Maybe I could pry it open. Maybe I could pry open that door back at the ship. That would kind of suck, though, because that means I'd have to go all the way back there. Since we're closer over here, I think I'm going to give the door a try. Okay. Oh. Can't do that. I think we tried the hammer. Give it one more try. Oh, see? Sometimes you gotta get like right in the right spot, otherwise it ain't gonna do nothing for you. If it didn't work the second time, I was ready to go back to the ship. That would have been a mistake. Cool. But yeah, especially with streaming games, it's like I'm just trying to revisit stuff I missed out on way back when, which is quite a lot. But at least I get to play it now. Kind of mentioned it before, but you could go back and you could check out some of the differences between the N64 version and the PC version of this game. This game probably looks a little better in terms of like just clarity. It's a lot sharper, textures are a lot bigger, cleaner. But something about the N64 version just looks nice. It's got a little more shading on it, I think. And that may or may not be attributed to dynamic lighting not being a factor, but at least it looks good. Which maybe we could get up on here. Right up on the N64 version. Some maps toward the end, you can tell they're running out of budget for the port. Textures don't look as good as the PC version. Well, I think that actually covers it entirely. I mean, obviously, you're running something that was on PC in 1999. The N64 version, overall, I mean, if you take a look at the gameplay, it looks poor in comparison just throughout. Also, yeah, them N64 bake shadows. That's probably true. I can't think of too many N64 games that probably had dynamic lighting. Really wasn't a thing. Yeah, and you have the cartridge limitations as well. Much faster loading times, probably. So that might have been a thing. But yeah, in terms of the texture work, the N64 version throughout was going to be lower resolution for sure. A lot more blurry, a lot more muddy. But you know, they did what they could with it. Another thing you'll notice is that during the cutscenes, especially if they show facial features, you're not going to see the mouths move in the N64 version. It's going to be akin to, I don't know, like Metal Gear off of the PlayStation. You just have like the head movements and static faces, and that's it. Whereas when we see the cutscenes here, it's kind of more like Tomb Raider. At least some of the later Tomb Raiders of the original series. You get a little bit of lip movement. You get some more hand gestures. Looks alright. But I think for what it was, it looks pretty good on the N64. Especially with them shadows. Okay, so only problem here is I got no idea where that was. Oh, we've been down here, though. Okay, so I don't want to just jump down. That wouldn't be a good idea. Make another save. That's where we got our entrenching tool. It seemed like there was a path that veered off. So I'm going to go back. This game used a modified version of the Dark Forces Jedi Knight engine, which was the 5th engine. Oops. Whoa. I'm surprised he lived through that. I did not mean to drop. Renamed to the Indie engine. Very interesting. And you can kind of tell, too, because there are similarities in the visual style with Dark Forces 2. Which maybe when I get around to Star Wars games, we'll visit that series at some point. I had intended on doing Doom 2 at some point, and then I was going to do some Doom clones after that. Would have made a natural progression into Dark Forces, but still haven't revisited that yet. Level editing tool for Dark Forces. You can actually extract some of the assets from this game. That's pretty neat. Oh, hey, that's the end of the level. Okay. Boy, I should have gone back and gotten that golden idol, but all right, that's all right. What do we want to get? Current inventory. I do not have any trauma kits. I guess I'll get one of those. Good on poison kits. First aid kit is fine. I think we're fine with that. Still would be neat to get the secret map, but I don't know how much of a possibility that's going to be. Get some Doom 64 editing. Ooh.
Kind of warm.
I didn't know that the
volcano can't still be active, can it?
Well, you never know, Indy. I think it can be. Actually, I'm not going to bother saving. We can restart the level if we need to. I wasn't aware that Doom 64 had a level editor, level editing fan base. I know with the original Doom, there's some, there's big WADs, custom WADs community, but that's pretty neat. Okay, we've got... That'd be all we're looking at here. Unless I could get up there. Looks like something needs to happen over there first, though. Wait a sec. Alright, no. Before I start getting into nitty-gritty in the water, let's take a look. Oh, it's just more water. Alright. Well, that's a cracked wall over there. I'd almost assume that we'd be able to break that with the part, but I don't know.
Look what I found. Some medicine.
Doom Eternal ship with Doom 64 on the PC. Someone made a port of the level editor. Ah, that's what it is. Okay. Yeah, I got the same thing. When did I do Doom 64? Was that after? I think that was after. Regardless, I got Doom 64 bundled with Eternals. I think that was part of the pre-order deal. Pre-order deal, I bought it the day before, and I just ended up getting it. But it was always my intention to play it at some point. But I ended up doing Doom 64, I think maybe about a month after I finished Eternal. Very fun game, but, you know. All Dooms are, at least to me. Love the colored lighting. Yeah, and I think that was part of the dynamic lighting that was available on the PC. You had different, like, little tones and other things like that, but I don't know that it would have been as apparent outside of just color grading the textures themselves. What's cool about the Doom 64 editing is like painting with colors. Textures are very bland, but lighting makes them appear differently. That is true. And you notice that a lot, even just with the base levels, because they're very striking colors when it comes to playing through the levels there. You notice very strong blues, greens, reds, other things along those lines. Maybe I can move this. Oh, good. Yeah. The famous N64 fog. Which I think Night Dive cleared up a little bit in that port. Here we go. Okay. Same thing they did with the Turok ports. If you compare the original Turoks to the remasters, I mean, obviously. But it's amazing how much fog those games originally had. And then when Night Dive goes through and makes these remasters, it's like, you can add it back in if you want, but boy, when you take it out and you do a comparison, Night Dive does a good job with their ports. I've been impressed with everything they've done so far. Even when Doom 64 wasn't an official like release to where you could buy it, purchase it, which that only came about when Eternal came out. But before they did that, they had done a free remaster. That was kind of when they were just getting their, you know, their footing as a studio. But they had released that remaster for free before, and all the options, and you know, you could revert it back to N64 quality if you just wanted a straight up port like that. But since then, yeah, everything they've done has been pretty much golden. Can't think of anything I've played with them as a studio behind it where it's been an issue. Let's see, what we got going on here? It's a mighty big drop from the looks of it. We'll go down here, it seems a little more reserved.
Now what?
Alright, let's make a little save before we jump headlong into this thing. Oh, not that. Too many autosaves. Oops. Okay, I think we're good.
Looks like a funeral barge. One of the local kings, or Toklet, Marduk's man in Palawan.
Man, it's a shame I can't see it. That sure would be interesting. Okay, well, kind of. There's something on there. Oh, crap. Wait. Well, maybe we shouldn't mess around with the lighter. Gotta work on your marksmanship, Indy. Okay, I'll be able to get up on this thing? No. We got... Ah, it looks like I could swim through that, but I guess not. Video game logic. Cavern there. I can get out of here, but that looks like it's blocked. Thought you'd get away from me, huh? Okay. I'm gonna take a look at this funeral barge. Maybe we could do something with this. If not, there's always the cave. Okay. I'm gonna say we're gonna have to come back to that. Probably wraps around from where that door comes from, but let's take a little look. More underwater adventures. Ain't gonna worry about it. As we've seen with the last area, it'll give you a heck of a lot of time to get through here. Oh, wait. I think we just went in a circle. Yeah, we just went in a circle. All right. Let's try going up through this point. Maybe I could see something else. Oh, yeah. Put that away. Oh, Indy. Always with the hat, man. There are other things to worry about. Did that just fall? I think it's down there. It's like I could have sworn there was another one.
The volcano's active, all right.
Oh, yeah, that would do it. Alright, my favorite. Time for some timed platforming. Whip that on out. Can't really tell what's going on down there. I don't know if this is a good idea or not. Okay, I should be able to jump back there. I don't know if the goal was... Oh. Wait a sec. I think I need to drag it back. Or do I? I'm pretty sure I can't make that jump. So let's see. But at the same time, I'm not able to get up here anywhere. Unless I can push this one more spot in. No, get up. Nope.
I can't push this any further.
Well, if I could just get on top of that. Can't jump on that either. See, the only problem is the biggest hurdle is going to be the part that's in the middle there. Or actually, hold up. I just, well... This might work. Okay, I think I get the picture. Maybe. Yeah, we just had to go around it. Get up there, come on. Okay. Just in case there's something that I could find up here. Doesn't look like it, but no. Hey, wait a second. Hey. Look at that. Wait a sec. Oh. That didn't do anything. Here, I thought we were going into a new area. So, let's see. I guess the goal is to get on top of this thing. Shoot. Oh, damn it. Had I known that, I would have just tried to jump off there the first time around. But it seems like it's a ways away. I think the goal might be to try and do a long jump. But Yeah, I don't know. It seems like it's a little too far. No, we're good. All right, cool. Nothing but spiders. What was with the little turn there? Cool. Alright, we did the thing. Earn the save. Oh boy. Do I have a key? I don't have a key.
There's a keyhole here. I just need the key.
I'm guessing that's what opens this up?
Open it.
Yeah. Well, shoot. Where the hell was the key? Probably going to be another one of those situations where I got to go way the hell back. What's up, Raphael? Figueredo. I hope I got that right. We'll just stick with Raphael, but welcome to the stream. Yeah, I don't remember a key or seeing anything that could get me to that, so maybe it's going to be in the cave network still. Unless I can get up on top of here. Jump. Yep, no, can't do that. Still can't hit that fish either. There you go. Talking from Brazil. Well, welcome to the stream. Okay. See, I didn't see this part before. Oh. That wasn't that far down. Freaking out for nothing. There we go. Oh. That looks fun. Let me just make sure I'm not... Okay. Gonna need to jump off of something else here. Come on, Andy. Look at the thing. There you go. Oh, God. What was the last one? I think it was 2. Okay. A big oof moment. Oh, I wasn't too far back. The only thing, well, I don't know what specifically you're supposed to do with that, though. I would assume that you need to back off of the platform, but this might be a problem because maybe I just had to put the lighter away. I think that was it. Can I back off if I... Okay, I can't. See, that was the... Okay. Oh, shoot. I didn't know that, but now we know. He's got his hands full. He doesn't want to lose the lighter. He'd rather lose his life. Indiana Jones, best hero of all time. Definitely one of my favorite movie series, for sure. Hasn't been too long since I've gone back and watched the films, but playing this, I almost got the hankering to do it again. Harrison Ford at his peak. You know, people always debate whether they like, you know, who's the better man, Han Solo or Indiana Jones. I've always been a bigger fan of Indiana Jones. Not that I got Star Wars or Han Solo, but yeah. It's gonna take a little while. A little longer than I was anticipating. There we go. Trick question, it's the same person. You got me there. You're a little slow on that, Indy. Almost died there, but at least we got down in time. Yeah, peek forward. Can we get up here? Or is this another... You can't get up because we got the lighter out. Okay. Finicky, finicky. Am I gonna die if I pick up them coins? Or are we good?
Hey.
Well, Ford is one of those actors where if he likes the role, he's pretty much good in anything that he does. But I obviously think he just does a little better when it comes to stuff like Star Wars and Indiana Jones. Okay. That looks like another hole. This looks like something we could crawl into. Oh. Maybe we can't. Something's going on. And I'm like losing all control. Wait a second. This isn't working out. Get out, get out, get out, get out. Get out. There you go. I don't know what the heck that was. I don't think we can go in there. So let's not attempt it anymore. It seems to go off into a dead end. Usually if we could crawl into something, it doesn't go into like this first-person cam mode, so I think that was probably our first hint. But then typically you could just keep on going. It doesn't bar control from you. They've sent in the attack scorpions. This actually just looks like the door that we were trying to get into.
For some reason, this door won't open.
Gee, I wonder why. Yeah, the soundtrack has been good so far. Much like Tomb Raider, it comes in few and far between, but when it comes in, it's good. Just to accent those moments. Big parts of the game, or big reveals. Yes, that's the mood for sure. It does make me wonder, though. By the time we get to Emperor's Tomb, I wonder if we're going to get a fully orchestrated soundtrack. I forget. Probably not. I think it was in that mid-2000s range where they started using synthetic, but... We played a... Oh, shit. Bring out the sharks. We played a handful of games just recently where they've been using fully orchestrated soundtracks, which has been really cool. Mostly the Bond games, but it's appreciated when that happens. Okay, so what is this?
What have we here? A strange key.
Oh. Actually killed him. That doesn't happen often. So this looks like a very contemporary lock for the time, but I guess maybe we're going to use this. There we go. Huh. I wonder where that's going to be. We had the bars open up from under the water, too. I'm kind of curious about that, but that might have just been to release the sharks? I don't know. I'm going to go take a look real quick. Yeah, barbecue time. That's coming up. More volcanoes, no doubt. Oh, see, you can't go in there. Okay. So that was strictly just to release the sharks. Cool. Well, let's go see. Huh. That looks interesting. Got some Temple of vibes. Temple of Doom vibes. Temple of Vibe vibes. No, you can't shoot underwater, at least not with any gun I've used. I'm assuming if you get a harpoon gun at some point, then you probably could, but... The only thing you can use to attack underwater is the machete, which... you know, serves its purpose. I'm looking at this. It looks like we could probably just use the ladders to get around, but I don't know if I can hop onto that ledge there. Maybe if I drop down from that other section. Thinking about it, would they even have had harpoon guns in the 30s? Or wait, maybe this is the 40s. I think by the time we're getting to the 40s, that might have been the case. Welcome back, Drebson. The popcorn is good. I got a couple of bags of kettle corn I need to remember to make at some point. Okay, what do we got going on here? Well, this takes place before Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, but it takes place after Last Crusade. They gave the date on it. I'm trying to remember now. I think Raiders is 1936, and then Temple of Doom is 1935, because that one's the prequel that takes place the year prior. And I don't remember when Last Crusade is. That might be 39, but this is like 40-something. So he's not quite old, washed-up Indiana. Could even say that, but he's not from 4. But we're getting there. Worried about the time of the 3rd one? Unfortunately. Why unfortunately? This is just unfortunate because it's the end of his run here. Yeah, Crystal Skull was a weird movie. I think there was a lot of weird design choices, but, I mean, I don't hate it like some people do, but I also don't consider it quite as good as the ones that came before. But it's just kind of one of those deals. Third World War? You mean the second? We're already dealing with Russians here. Old USSR. Oh god. I don't know if I can make that. Of course I say that about every jump. We might actually have to drop down. Hold up. Oh wait, no, we do have to drop down. Well, you never know. Third World War. It's a little dramatic. I don't think anybody wants to enter into a world war at this point. Everybody's too afraid to make that move. Last Crusade's probably your favorite. Temple of Doom second. Just love how dark it went. Yeah, it's a shame people didn't appreciate it for that at the time, but yeah, it definitely took a darker route. Of course, you had Short Round to sort of try to balance everything out, but... I've talked about my favorites in the past. I do think Last Crusade is probably the best film out of the 4 of them. And it's a hard call with my second favorite. I mean, there are aspects I love of both Raiders and Temple of Doom. I think I might like Raiders a little bit more just because I like this. I like the setting more, and I like the artifact more. I think the Ark of the Covenant is really cool. And then I'm a sucker for, like, Egypt as a location, so... But that's not taking anything away from Temple of Doom. I do think there's a lot of cool stuff in that movie as well. Let's see. Might be able to make this. Oh man, just enough. That is true. Raiders is bookended by 2 great scenes. It's got a great introduction, it's got a great ending. And I did actually make that point before. I do feel like there are parts of it in the middle that do get a little slow. And then there's just some parts that... I don't know. It's not necessarily a campy tone, but it gets a little silly in some places. I don't even know what we're doing here, so I'm going to save because this looks a little iffy. And like I said, it's probably not going to happen, but you never know. Whatever happens, happens. Yeah, Temple of Doom's got a great suspense scene on the bridge. The only thing with suspense is that I find with rewatching it, it's oh shit. That was not a good move. I didn't even know that was the case. Obviously, it's not going to be as suspenseful the second time around, or the third, or fourth, or fifth, or however many goddamn times I've seen it at this point. But still, doesn't make it any less enjoyable. But it's like watching a mystery. Great the first time, but you do have those diminishing returns, especially when you know it's going to happen. Whereas I think with like the big moments when it comes to Last Crusade and Raiders, those still kind of have a little bit more payoff for me. So I think he's the best hero because he's right wing. I don't think they have too many politics in Indiana Jones. Of course, you get a throwaway line every once in a while. Just like in this game. Is any one of those godless communists? Just the delivery was great. Wait a second, did we just come full circle? Okay, I think we... Okay, I see. I think I need to jump over that. Maybe not. Okay, never mind. Whoops. That's a good thing I saved recently. What was that, 3? Wonder how the Russians feel about being portrayed as bad guys. When we see the Americans as the bad ones, you never know. Probably sooner than later. I think it's all in good fun. China definitely doesn't like it when they're portrayed as, you know, the enemy in film and media of any kind. But Russians, to me, never seemed like they really gave a crap. Even during the Cold War. Now, Raphael, I'm afraid I don't talk about politics on the stream. I mean, we all have our good fun here and there with whatever, but... dinner table rules, let's just put it at that. No sex, no politics, no religion. We keep it relatively simple like that. Okay, hold up a second. And it's not that I don't have opinions. I'm not really much of a fence sitter. I do. I've got strong opinions on certain things, but last thing I want to do is get people in an uproar. I've seen streams and chats go to shit just because somebody mentioned one minor little thing, so try to avoid that as much as possible. Wait, Indy. You bastard, you're like going right down into the magma there. Yeah, it's game time. This is, I mean, streaming's my time to relax. I'm not here to start debates on nothing. I mean, if you want to talk about, you know, games or whatever, we can have our little debates about that, but otherwise. Also, let's see. I don't know what we're doing here. I thought maybe I had to jump off this thing, but that's seeming less and less the case. Oh god. Cause it's like, okay, with this game, he surprises me with his jumps. Sometimes this bastard can like leap half a mile, it seems like, but then other times I try to go out there and just come up a little short. I don't think he can make that jump. Oh, wait a second, I hit the jump button. Oh my god. Also, why did he go up into a poof of flame during that point? Good lord. Last time I just ended up on the magma, he just kind of collapsed. Nice and peaceful, like he was in the fetal position and everything. Yeah, it was a Terminator ending. We just needed a thumbs up from him and we would have been good. Let's see. I can't make it from over there, can I? It doesn't look like it's gonna do me any favors. Oh, son of a bitch. I do this like with every game now. I've been doing it with Tomb Raider, I'm doing it with this game, but I'm like, I'm leaning over the TV as if I could see any better. I'm afraid that doesn't work here. Maybe if we got a VR port. Huh. It's like the more I'm looking at it, the more it seems like there's something I could do over there, but I don't think so. And by over there, I mean like under the control panel that we were just at. Yeah, I gotta take a good look around. It is satisfying. I mean, you know, you spend all this time trying to figure out what you need to do, you finally find the solution. It's a bit of a relief. Depends on the game, really, but I feel like this one mostly has been pretty fair. I'm worried when I'm gonna get to Tomb Raider 3, that game is some kind of torture. I'm not really looking forward to it, but... No, not that. I want to jump up here. What's up, DBZ Link? Welcome back. We got a little Indiana Jones. It's got a nice, steady pace to it. We don't really feel rushed in most circumstances. Every once in a while, they throw a little something at you. It's gonna be weird, but nothing too extreme. It's like, do I even want to try that again? I feel like when I attempted to jump off of that thing the last time, it just fell right through, but that was my fault. I feel like we should give it another shake, but I do want to see what's up here. I think this is just the, okay. You like the rushless vibe, yeah. Given how the controls are, I mean, if they were trying to rush you, yeah, that'd be a little bit too much. I feel, anyway. I feel like when it comes to Tomb Raider, just because of how... Like, the control scheme almost feels a little bit more dynamic in comparison to Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider's got such rigid controls that once you master it, you can move pretty quickly through the game without much problem. But this one, it's a little bit more freeform feeling to me. So it's like... You would almost have to go at it a little steadier. Because otherwise you're just going to screw yourself over. I'm going to make a save here, because I don't really want to walk down here if this ends up being the spot I need to get to. I'll just save before the jump. Nope, that is way too far. Alright, yeah, it's just... I was thinking maybe I should go back to the control panel, but nah, let's just do that one. It's all trial and error, though. And at least with a game like this, you can save where you want. The only thing is, though, I don't see any other spot. I wonder if I could jump to it from here. Deep mystery, a little bit. Oh, ho, ho. That was a bit of a stretch, but, you know, the fact that it's just way down there like that, you can get a little more length. Yeah, I wasn't really expecting that to work, but... Okay, I should be able to make that jump. I'm just seeing if there's anything else. I should be able to make that jump. Let's see. Nope, can't make that jump. Shit. There's something else. I don't know what it is, but there's something else. I don't know if it was intentional. It's so... I don't know. Thing is, I can't see any other solution. I can't make that middle jump either, I don't think. So either I need something else or there was something I was missing. Like, once I get down there... Oh, God. I'm gonna try something. Nope. Let's try this end. Okay. What I was trying to do is I was trying to see if I could get this thing to incline a little bit. That way we can get a little bit more height on that jump, but I don't think it's possible. Man, this is wacky. Hey, what's that? Alright, this is gonna be quicker. Yeah, I was thinking it might move, but it doesn't. I'm seeing that little tunnel that's got some green in there. I don't know if that's something I can interact with, but we could give it a try. I don't remember that. What was that? Did we even take a look at that before? No, there's no... Whippable spots are very obvious in this game. They're not too hidden. Which, there isn't much that's going to be hidden when it comes to an older game like this. But, yeah, when you see a whippable spot, you can definitely see it, like that one over there. Always kind of at the forefront, and... It's just obvious. This is the horizontal plane that's going to be above you. I might have been overthinking this. Let's go see what's in this tunnel thing over here. And we might find our solution. Oh, that's just a treasure. Alright, well I guess that's cool.
What have we here?
Yay, we got coins. Yeah. Getting the points. Push the wall? The wall isn't pushable. The only thing that you can push in the game is blocks. Cubes. I'm just looking at what it would take to get over there. I do kind of wonder if we can move these blocks at all, though. Like, I know magma isn't like water. It would seem like it's a miracle these blocks, the stone blocks, are there in the first place. But... Can't make the gap jump on the second level to the right side. What, over that way? Oh, we've been down there before. I made a fall over there, and I came back around through here. First time around. But there's nothing over there, I don't think, that I can get onto. I definitely can't make that jump over that way. If you mean that, where I'm looking right now, like making that jump, that's too long. He can't make that one. And besides, it supersedes everything. The way I see it, we need to get onto that block down there. That's right next to his left hand. Jump up through there, go through that tunnel, get on the ladder, make a jump, and then another jump, and then get onto that platform, and then we make our way through the door. Only thing is, I don't know how to get down there. And unless there's something that I can use to manipulate any of this, which I don't think that there is. Oh, we got Ergon's part. That sends shockwaves. I wonder if that can help move anything. Let's see. Place close to the lava flow. I'm gonna see if I can get on that block and move it with the part. I've got the stream running on YouTube as well. So that sort of serves as a secondary chat. And then I've got friends that chat me up on sometimes Discord and sometimes on Steam. So I guess I'll make a save here too again, because why not? Oh, every other time I jump on that thing. That is a cool effect at the bottom there. Okay, let's try Ergon's part. Not that. Yeah, that jump, it worked the other time, but it didn't work this time. When you're over that stone. Oh, you're talking about when I get on that center platform there? Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I thought I'd give it another try. Whoops, I didn't mean to restart the chapter, though. Crap, now we gotta watch the cutscene again.
Kind of warm in here. The volcano can't still be active, can it?
That's what I was thinking. Like, it might be able to shake up that rock a little bit. But even then, I don't know that it would get me... I mean, at the very least, it might be able to get me an incline on that plane, and then I could do a higher jump. But otherwise, I just can't see anything else that might work. Rock the boat, yeah. That's what I was hoping would work with the, just the gray, block. I was kind of hoping that it would, you know, move it or shift it or something. Lava area with the side walls, anything over there? There's nothing over that way. If these blocks... Oh, god damn it. Hold up. I wonder... Can I reset this? If those blocks were just in a different position, I was going to say, I would be able to move. Like, one space back or one space forth to be able to do it, but... I don't know if they were set there originally, or... if that's just how it was. Let me see if I could push this switch back in. Because if I could just move them beforehand... then everything would... Okay, see? Everything would be right with the world. We're overthinking this damn thing. This is what you need to do. I see it now. I'm getting to that point where I'm like, well, maybe if I could shake this, this piece of flint, and then it would tilt this rock in this direction. I'm like, this is getting way too complicated for this game. Yeah, nah, overthinking it. That's just naturally what you go to. The brain too smart. Maybe. I'll just jump off, Indy. Come on. There you go. Come on. I guess visually he needs to be there. Look at that. There's even like these little blocks that... This is probably a marker. Push block here. Okay. Well, you never know. Sometimes it can be too easy. It was a good point to check it, make sure that we can actually get through here. Mystery of the X spot in the game. I tend to be overthinking it sometimes. X marks the spot. Can't always be thinking X never marks the spot. Sometimes it does. Okay. I could totally make these jumps. I can make that jump too. That's it. We're good to go. I just need to get back up to the platform, release the magma once again, and then we're be able to make this. Yeah, I had to make sure first, obviously. I had to give it a little test just to make sure, because I wouldn't want to reset the lava, have it not work, and then be at square one all over again. Wait a sec. Oh no. I was going in the wrong direction. No, yeah, no, I'll be saving the game once I get up there. I just want to clear this part first. Let's get the long climb over with, and then we can make our game saves. In case of a slip, I hope not. This game came out in 1999. I think it would have been preceding all games that had like stamina meters before then. Okay. Back on top. Still, though, in the grand scheme of things, at least it makes sense. I mean, you know, kind of. It's not like lava would completely recede like this, but, you know. It is what it is. Hey, so that shows us, though, I didn't even have to move that first block, actually. Because unintentionally, you're able to jump to the center just by going off of the corner there. I sound like Harrison Ford. Oh. Well, that is a compliment. Thank you. Okay, I just want to make sure that we're saving the game. I don't think so, but I do appreciate it. Okay, see, that's why... that's why I made the game save. Wait, was it that one? It was that one. Never take shortcuts in life. Least of all now. Well, we got it to work. From what I remember in Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb, they actually got a pretty decent sound-alike for that game. You could I don't think you could ever get Harrison Ford to do a voice for a video game, but you could at least get somebody that's pretty close. This guy's kind of whatever. I don't think he really sounds like him much, but at least he sort of carries the feel of the character. He's had some good lines. I think the biggest thing, though, why they brought this guy in, though, whoever does his voice, I'm not even really sure, but he had done the voice for Fate of Atlantis and the Last Crusade video game. So it was just really more of a point of bringing him back. Getting a decent voice actor is an expensive gig, especially if you got someone with a lot of dialogue. Okay, I'm gonna make a save here because that was something else. We did it! Yay!
Why am I getting this creepy feeling?
Probably because something creepy is about to happen. Oh, look at that. They got bugs plastered all over the wall. It's been a while since I played those games, but they're pretty good.
The commies got here first.
Goddamn commies.
Hi, welcome to my little hothouse.
Sophia?
Okay, hold up. There's like a lot of goodies here. What is that, a machine gun?
Aha. A medical kit.
That's just not a gun, Indy. That's a machine gun. That's like a Thompson.
Some more firepower.
You love the creepy feelings? And build that tension up, yeah?
Sophia, what are you doing here?
Same thing you are. I found the door. Let's go.
Wait. I'm not looking for a partner. Too dangerous.
Who said we're partners? The company has its rules, Indy. I don't tell you everything. Be careful here. I know you don't believe in my psychic powers, but I sense danger.
I've been around long enough to believe in almost anything, even nuts like you. Don't worry, I'll dodge the commies.
No, not them. Something else. Something strange.
Ah, that. Oh, what bad timing. I'm allowed to have guns in my state? I'm allowed to. I don't have any. What's up, Deller? Welcome back. Still at it? Yeah, we're still going. Oh, shit. I thought when he ran by, that just, he was gone. There wasn't anybody else there. Guess I was wrong. Wait, what? Where'd the saves go? Now, the only thing that sucks about this is we gotta watch all the cutscene again. God damn it.
Why am I getting this creepy feeling?
I don't think I could skip them either. That's the only downside to this game. Did I play Fate of... I did play Fate of Atlantis. I didn't stream it, but I've played it before.
Whoa. Looks like the commies got here first.
Oh, see, I had a good sense about it the first time. The creepy feeling was the, the trap tiles that shoot the darts at you.
Sophia? Look what I found. A medical kit. Some more firepower.
Fate of Atlantis is a great game, though. I think Last Crusade is really good, too, but I just like Fate of Atlantis a little bit more just because it's an original story. Though as far as like movie tie-in games go, the Last Crusade, you could do a hell of a lot worse. The only thing is, not many people like point and clicks. I don't mind them. I don't know that I'd stream them, but...
Sophia, what are you doing here?
Same thing you are. I found the door. Let's go.
Wait. I'm not looking for a partner. Too dangerous.
Who said we're partners? The company has its rules, Indy. I don't tell you everything. Be careful here.
As soon as the animation ends, save the game. I ain't wrong about that.
I've been around long enough to believe in almost anything, even nuts like you. Don't worry, I'll dodge the commies.
No, not them. Something else. Something strange.
Commies can be pretty strange. Like, what is that hat? What is he wearing? A beanie? I don't think that's standard uniform. All right, let's just save here because you never know what's going to creep around the corner. And
Hey, Tim!
there we go. We don't want to watch the cutscene again.
Tim, иди сюда!
Hi. Cool t-shirt, man. I want one of those.
глупец!
Oh.
Aha. First aid.
You love playing The Last Crusade?
Some medicine.
What's fun about those games and point and clicks in general is that it's kind of like a create your own adventure. I mean, you have the basic guidelines of the movie, so you sort of know what's going to happen, but you can definitely take your own approach. Ooh, somebody's screaming. Bloody murder, but I guess he was getting shot.
Hey, иди сюда!
German talking? These are the Russians, my friend. This is interesting. Where? Oh. Are they Germans then? I thought we were just dealing with Russians. Maybe they are. Well, they got the red star. I don't remember Germans wearing red stars. No, yeah, no, they're definitely Russian. Otherwise, we'd be seeing swastikas. You like that dodge jump? Russian? Alright, yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, in hell.
This looks interesting.
Be a heck of a team up if the Germans and the Russians started collaborating, but maybe for another game.
Something is holding this door closed.
Alright. I got a lot of blocks all over the place, but I guess I should probably go down to where all the guys are coming from, yeah. Would make the most sense. Oh, what the hell is this? Boy, Indiana, you sure backed up fast. Oh, yeah, well, I mean, you know. Nazi Germany is a classic movie out of me. That's a great scene, too. Where he's got his dad's diary and Hitler just grabs it, signs it. Hey, wait a second. Where'd all those guys come from? Okay, I thought so. I guess they just sent it back up. Damn, I wish I could free aim. I think I could hit those barrels. Oh, there you go. Well, took a little doing, but at least we got it. What is that? Not the gun. It looks like there's something out there a little bit. Okay. Probably don't want to experiment right in this second. Save the game.
This wall looks like it's ready to crumble.
Alright. Give me a sec. I was thinking, well, let me break this wall down first, but you never know. by the time I crack this deal, who knows? There could be like some debris coming down on top of me. It's dark in here. What do we got here? Oh. Oh. Well, never mind then. Oh, I see. Hold up. That's going to be a long cycle. Okay, I guess I'll take the treasure. No, don't whip it, Indy. Pick it up. I think Indiana is best hero because much of his power is his knowledge, studies. Well, he's a good balance of brains and brawn, I think. There's a lot about Indiana that's sort of brash, and you know he's tough, but he is smart. And so it's like a good balance between the two. I didn't miss anything over there, did I? I don't think I did. Looks like whatever we're doing is probably going to be over here. Oh, look at that. Nope, not the whip. Okay. You sure you want to be shooting around that? I didn't even really want to shoot him there. Stray bullet and we're all dead.
Some more firepower.
Yeah, this is certainly the action part of the game.
What's this? A key. Something's in there. I'm out of room here. There's no room to maneuver.
Are you sure we can't pull it back? It seems like we can pull it back. We still got a little health. I think I'm going to wait until the first save. Or first aid, rather. Fully green is completely healed. So the fact that we're just seeing a bit of yellow, we still could take a couple licks. I just don't want to use a health kit. And then, you know, still have room to use a little health. I'll save the game in a bit, but I don't want to do it too often. Can I climb on that? I guess not. I wonder if I could climb on those. Of course, I can't do anything about that because I can't grab onto it. Alright. Well, we got a key. I just don't know that... Have I seen a locked door? I don't think so. It's got some vines on it. I wonder if I could cut them off. I tried pushing it. I tried pulling it, tried pushing it. There you go. See? You had to do that first. What irks me, though, is he said, no, there's no room to maneuver. This guy's moving to maneuver. Tell me something else. So I know exactly what you're talking about. Let's see. Okay, there ain't nothing in here, so we just use this as a means to get up top. I think, anyway. Let me push it back into place. I feel like I should be able to climb on this stuff. These things that almost look like hieroglyphics. There you go, see? He can't jump onto it, which is unfortunate. Oh. Oh! Was that too far back? No, not that. Maybe I just had to climb down. I guess I had to climb down. Yeah, I'm going to do Emperor's Tomb after this one. I actually want to do Emperor's Tomb first, but the fact that I was playing Classic Tomb Raider... Because I flip-flop between games. If I get in the mood for it, sometimes I'll just stream one game, stream after stream after stream, but I like to flip-flop between games, so... I'm also doing Tomb Raider, and this one was a little bit closer to classic Tomb Raider than Emperor's Tomb is. I feel like Emperor's Tomb is a better representation of the new trilogy. Not the reboot, but the new trilogy. So... I had this one. I had never played it before. Even though I was in the mood to do Emperor's Tomb a little bit more, I was like, I want to give it a try. One thing that helped you to this was just in brightness of the monitor. Some places are too dark to see. That's true. Hey, Del, are you still here? I'm going to sound like a broken record when I keep saying this, but places that are too dark to see, usually, especially if they give you a light source like the lighter there, that typically just means you got to whip that bad boy out. And you can see a little bit better, but yeah, you're right. Sometimes it gets a little too dark. And especially when you have an item that you can't swap between things with. Yeah, adjusting the brightness usually helps a little bit. Excited to see what Lucas Games puts out with the new one they're coming up with. What is LucasArts even working on? There's a new Indiana Jones game coming out, but Bethesda's handling that. I don't know what... I thought LucasArts was defunct. I thought when Disney... bought out Lucasfilm and LucasArts, I thought they closed that production company and outsourced all their games, Indiana Jones, Star Wars, and otherwise, to EA. Now that deal seems like it's out on the ropes, but I'm not for sure. And they're still here. LucasArts died, but they relaunched as Lucas Games. I did not know that. So who owns that? Disney? Flares are hard to come by. You got friggin' one. What I noticed in Tomb Raider 2, enemies seem to drop them. So I think that's where you're supposed to get the bulk of them. Tomb Raider 3, you gotta look for them, which is a pain, but that seems to be the only way to do it. Disney? Alright. It's kind of a shame, but... well... The thing is, Disney's really hands-off, so that could be a good thing or it could be a bad thing. So a lot of times they'll just give it to another company and they're like, well, have at it. If the company's good, well, then you have some good products. If the company's not so great, well, then you're dealing with something else entirely. Chronicles is dry as hell. That's a shame. See, that one I don't remember that much because I haven't played that one almost at all since I originally tried it. It's been a while. Machine Games Bethesda contracted to make the game. Machine Game puts out good stuff. They do the new Wolfensteins.
It's a door, but I can't seem to open it from this side.
Gameplay-wise, the new Wolfensteins are excellent. And I think the Old Blood and I think the New Order are both really great. Story-wise, wasn't too impressed with the last one, but at least the gameplay was good. So we could be hopeful that something will shine through. Man, so we got this key, but I ain't got nowhere to use it, I don't think. Let's see. Unless there was something down there? I don't think there was, though. There's got to be a door somewhere. It's supposed to be a Resident Evil Village demo coming out tomorrow. I think you only have 2 days to play it. I heard something about that. Somebody mentioned, but that's only was it like PlayStation exclusive? Is that what I heard? Somebody was playing it. Maybe they just got early access. Do they allow guns in my? I think you asked that before. Yes, they do.
I need to line myself up here.
What are you talking about, Indy? Yeah, we can have guns here. We can have guns most everywhere. Up in the U.S. Are you going to check out the Resident Evil 8 demo? I might watch you play it if you do, but I think I'm going to hold off. I usually don't check out demos. I tend to just prefer to... I don't buy many new games, so if, like, there's one that I want to, then I'll usually just get it. If it sucks, whatever. From what you hear, you can pick up where you leave off in the next... Oh, so it's the same thing as... Well, actually, not quite the same thing, I guess. It was a risky maneuver. I probably shouldn't have done that, but... Me? No, I don't. I don't own one. I thought in Resident Evil 7, the Resident Evil 7 demo, you could do that, but I might be thinking of something else. It's kind of off-putting. What, the timed limitation on it? Or something else? Everything's timed nowadays. Get a move on all that crap. Okay, I am not seeing anything. So I'm thinking that the door that we gotta find is somewhere back in the level. Time and times. Marketing BS, yeah, pretty much. I'm just looking around here to see if there was a lock that I missed. Chop that box a little. It might not even. What kind of key is this exactly? Oh, okay. Aluminum key. Alright, well, I'm glad we got that clarified. I was gonna say, it might be to a machine or something. It might not even be to a door. But, I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying everything, really. Box looks choppable. Take a couple whacks at it, see if I can get it through. See if I could jump on anything, see if I could push anything, pull anything. Oh, wait a second. Hold up. What do we got here? I'll do that again. He got in a stance. He got in a stance like he was going to be doing something.
I'm out of room here.
No, you're not. There's nothing even over there, is there? Like, I could get to the other side of this. I think probably what happened was they just stacked some what otherwise would have been pushable boxes just as part of the scene decoration. Yeah, man, whatever works. You never know. Sometimes there might be attributes that apply to some boxes and don't apply to others. Might as well try it on all of them. Actually, this looks like it's a... Hold up. I wouldn't be able to move that anyway, because there's that chair in the way. Remember this part, not going to give spoilers. I mean, if I got real stuck on something, I might ask, but... When did he whip that out? Might be a secret passage somewhere. You are right about that. There could potentially be. Oh, look. We can push that box. Well, that makes me question everything else we've come across. What else haven't we been pushing? It's not super obvious. Alright. That's kind of what I figured. Yeah, it kind of does take a point-and-click approach. Point-and-clicks have a lot of vagueness about them. So, sometimes you gotta try multiple things before you get your solution.
Something is holding this door closed.
No kidding. You mean by that is try all the things. Yeah, I can definitely see that being the case. Pull the box? I doubt there's anything here. I don't think I could pull this one anyway. Let's get back up here. There might be something else in one of these areas. Let's see if I can blow this up. He's not targeting the damn thing, though. I don't want to waste all that submachine gun ammo. We stand right next to it. He doesn't want to aim at it. Yeah, no worries, Deller. It's getting a little late anyway, so... You take care. Thanks for dropping by. If you're streaming tomorrow, I'll probably catch you then. Or you get to me first, whoever. Whoever does whatever. Pull the box that I previously pushed. I don't think that's going to do anything, though. Son of a bitch. Oh, crap, I was reading chat. Throw something up, not sure what yet. Alright. Good deal. We'll catch you later then. Like I probably should have ran away before I used the poison kit. Oh, did I even use it? I don't think I used it. Yeah, yay, we did it, finally. It was obvious when I was looking at it, but the thing is it was the last thing that I was looking at. Like, when I see the outstretched arm, I'm like, oh, okay, that looks like a whippable spot. But it wasn't like I was looking at that thing, thinking, I'm sure I could do something with that. Oh, God. Well, I might as well make a save. Don't know what's going to happen here. Thank you, thank you.
Uh-oh, that was fast. Maybe I need some help with this.
Maybe you do. Well, that ain't the solution. Oh, that's okay. I didn't even see the bar up there. Push that box? There's no box around here. Unless you mean from the previous room, but I don't think there's a box that's pushable from back there either. At least not all the way up through that little grate. It looks like there's a path this way, though, so I'm going to take a look over here real quick. My assumption is that we'll free up Sophia, and then she can push the button. She could be the official button pusher. Here's something. What is that? It sounds like there's something past that wall, but I don't know what it is. Oh, dark in here. Hey! Hold that thought. Hey, there she is. Excuse me a sec, I'm gonna grab that gun. Oh, this is what the key is too.
Whoops.
What do you mean, whoops?
There's a keyhole here. I just need the key.
Oh, yeah, you're just being dumb.
Okay, Sophia, I found the key.
Took you long enough.
Be nice.
We haven't even met!
Use it.
Like, well, I mean, we've met, but we haven't even spoken since then.
You're right about that. There's a gate up ahead. I can't get through by myself.
Thanks, Indy. Now I'm gonna take a good look around.
Alright.
Wait!
See you soon.
Yeah, I guess see you then. Well, what is gender to button pushing? For all we know, maybe Indy will be the button pusher. Did you find it? Are you winning?
Here you are. Find anything?
Nothing spooky, if that's what you mean. What's this switch?
It opens the gate up there.
Yeah, I realized that in a past life.
Let me work my way into position, then push.
Say when.
Well, I mean, you could just, I mean, What amount of energy is it going to expend just to stand there holding the button? But sure.
Push, Sophia.
Indy, you okay?
I can't open it from this side.
Doesn't matter. I've got some spying to do.
Wait, what about that premonition? Still got it?
Yes, but the danger is farther along. You'll be fine. For now.
I like her optimism.
It's a bit of a shame that, well, she was in Fate of Atlantis, wasn't she? Now I'm trying to remember. There was somebody in Fate of Atlantis. I thought it was her, but now I'm not too sure. But it's like, when we first started the game, it felt like it was, you didn't really have to play a previous installment to kind of get her character. And you kind of still don't, but they're making references to like her psychic abilities as if it's something they've known. Yes? Okay, that's what I thought. As if they've known, which I mean, they have. It's totally within their rights to, you know, make those comments and whatnot. But yeah, the fact that I haven't played it, it's it seems a little awkward now because they're talking about like her psychic abilities and past encounters and stuff that they've done, and it's like we haven't actually seen that on stream, but you know, it's there. It's just in a different game. That's how it happens. She had the psychic power, same name, Sophia. Yeah, she was definitely in the last game. I don't remember it too well, but yeah, we've been going for about 3 hours. I usually do about 2 hours for a stream, so I thought maybe we'd be able to finish the level a little bit quicker, but still going. So now that we kind of split off from Sophia, I feel like this is a good stopping point. But thank you guys for watching. Real good chatting with all of you. Drumson, thank you for the follow. Raphael, everybody else that was in chat, appreciate it. And I will probably be back tomorrow. We'll be looking at doing some Tomb Raider. Hopefully be finishing up that game. I think we're kind of at that point where it's going to be the end of the game or nothing. So let's hope that it's the end of the game. And looking at finishing Four Swords Adventures probably too. So if I finish Tomb Raider, I'm going to do Four Swords Adventures, hopefully finish that up. And then we'll come back to more Indiana Jones on Monday. So nice meeting you too. Good talking with you. What time? Probably around the same time that we were streaming today. So whatever time zone you're in, around that kind of same area. If you take a look at Twitch, it'll actually give you a schedule based on my streams. And it kind of pinpoints in and around the times that I stream. So you can sort of use that as an indicator of when I'll be back. I don't have strict schedules, but I do kind of stream around the same time. So if you're interested, you could give that take a little look and kind of divvy it up from there. Let me see. Anybody streaming anything interesting? It's a little late anyway, so I think we'll just do some Bob Ross. But you guys take care. Have a good night, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Until then.